let's go over some general ideas that you can apply to this etude during the learning process. To start, keep in mind that musical process begins with the breath. So have time and subdivision already happening before you breathe. This will offer you more consistency and confidence on the first note and solid rhythm from the start. Learn each breath slowly. As you speed up the breath, focusing on changing only the speed of the breath and not the quality or feeling of the breath. Don't clip the note before a breath. If needed, play with the time and not the length of the note. Break the etude into sections, and sections into chunks, chunks into bars, or even single beats. Spend most of your time where time is needed without mismanaging time in sections that you have already mastered. Be conscious of your metronome markings. Don't play faster than is comfortable. Instead, always play at whatever speed you can execute the passage, section, or etude to its very best. Remember, muscle memory and speed are not necessarily related. And be true to the slurs and articulations that are written. If you change something, it should be through a conscious, well thought out musical decision and not a mistake due to lack of attention. And record yourself at all stages of your learning. Don't wait to record yourself only when you feel ready to perform the entire etude at tempo. You might have neglected something important, and the process of unlearning and relearning is much longer and more difficult. Make every note matter. Most of us spend far too much time just going through the motions without dedicating 100% of our attention and focus to the task at hand. If you're having difficulties focusing, you might be better off taking a break and returning to your trumpet after some mental rest. And always practice as if it was a performance. Now, let's get specific about etude number 14. Start by learning the etude slowly, focusing on the airflow while staying very flexible and keeping the sound quality even throughout the entire register. I strongly recommend plenty of half-speed practicing for this etude. Use fast fingers with decisive strikes of the vowels, both on the way down and on the way up. Hear the sound of the vowels in both directions. This holds true even for the slow passages or when practicing slowly. Even as you learn it at a slower tempo, make sure to keep the style very light. It should feel and sound easy and effortless. As you move towards your goal tempo, continue to strive for a light, effortless style. Just think cornet. At first, learn bars 1, 2, 5, 6, and 17 entirely slurred. Once you add the written articulations, be sure to keep the same feeling when tonguing as you had when slurring these bars. Properly. I would encourage you to flutter tongue as much of this etude as you can. Pay attention to the trills on bar 9 and 10. They need to be on time and have the proper length. Isolate bars 17 through 20. They will likely need extra attention. These bars can serve as a thermometer for your flexibility. Strive to glide up and down with very little effort. Let the air and tongue position do the work for you. As you practice this etude slowly, pay careful attention to each interval. Allow yourself to develop proper, accurate muscle memory, and pay close attention to accidentals. Arban will often add a whole step in the middle of a chromatic line. Practicing slowly will help you memorize the etude and synchronize your hearing and muscle memory. And just about the entire etude can benefit from practicing with some kind of modified rhythm. I like to use long, short, and short, long patterns. I approach this section starting at bar 28, somewhat in a rubato manner. My goal is to make it sound almost as if improvised. It is important that the rhythmic relationship between beats and bars still exists. Rubato doesn't mean neglecting the rhythm, nor adding or subtracting beats. It just means stealing a little time here and adding a little time there, or vice versa, to add more expression to the passage. And throughout the entire etude, but even more so, starting at bar 28, make sure that every note can be heard clearly. Don't allow notes to mash together, sounding almost glissando. You should be able to hear the articulations between each note, even when playing slurred or legato. And take the opportunity in this etude to push your boundaries, dynamically speaking. At first, start at a comfortable dynamic, probably somewhere around a mezzo forte or mezzo piano. And then start exploring your quiet dynamics. Don't be afraid to discover your point of failure. It is only by doing so that you can push your boundaries. Lastly, remember to make music and have fun learning and performing this etude, and you'll find the process and results very rewarding. Thanks for watching, and make sure to visit us at axiombrass.com for more videos. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.